to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense takes the field. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders here to make the stop. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Sims. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Let's go! He's going to pass. Makes a connection. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bobcats offense will go to work for the first time today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
Mike just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
They'll ride the hot hand. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. Now on 1st down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the run again. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll try to pop the draw. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. The play-action fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Back to throw. It's Sims. Gets it out quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. And the Sun Devils will keep this drive going.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Douglas. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for them.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They're testing the right side here. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's McLeod. Gets open down the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Bobcats pick up the first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete on the right side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the home side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. They probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it. By the way, they got it.
Looking to move it through the air. And the timing just a hair off.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Leaves it with the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of this.
And it's hauled into the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Sims. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. But that's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
He'll take another shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board. Right, and they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
You're down, obviously, to have you had a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so...
Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Texas State. And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. less like a flock of cardinals and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Muncie, and today they found a way outside of Schuler Stadium.
They'll throw it on first down.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Fast motion from the offense. He wants to throw. Coming after it. He's got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The new set of downs after the completion. Takes a hit as he fires. Off the RPO, complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On the move, it's Scatterbo. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to get to it. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, man. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second half.
Back to throw, it's McLeod. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet blowing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Great job by the offense. Being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. So after the first down run, here's second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcat. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Makes the catch along the sideline and steps out of bounds.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He'll do it himself. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you checked out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Let's go! He's going to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to pass, it's Sims. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You've got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. On target to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. It's on target and complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Bobcats are flying down the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kick kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Dropping back, it's Sims. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on second down. Caught a little time, lets it go. Got his man down the middle. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Comes out throwing on first down. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misconnection, it's second down. The aerial assault continues. He makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for it all. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. From the gun, looking for a man. He caught it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on second down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the... This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.